Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Short Stories in English, Chapter 2. خب طبق قرارمون اول میریم سراغ کلمات مهمش. کلمات رو معنیشو میخونیم، بعد دیگه داستان رو براتون ترجمه نمیکنم چون بقیه کلماتش رو احتمالاً میدونید. Kiss. To touch someone with your lips, especially on their mouth or face. kiss یعنی بوسه، بوسیدن کسی، خصوصا روی گونه یا روی لب. Shy, nervous and not confident. When meeting and speaking to people. Shy, خجالتی. Quiet, having or making little or no noise. Socket, flat, a set of rooms that someone lives in and which are part of a larger building. آپارتمان، یک واحد آپارتمان. Taxi, a car with a driver that you pay to take you from one place to another. Restaurant, a place where you can buy and eat a meal. Paella, a Spanish dish made of chicken, rice, seafood, vegetables and seasoning. یه غذای اسپانیاییه. Spanish dish یعنی غذای اسپانیایی. مرغ، برنج، غذای دریایی، سبزی و سیزنینگ یعنی چیزایی که غذا رو مزه‌دار میکنه، ادویه. Station, a building where trains, buses or other vehicles stop or allow people to get on and off. ایستگاه. Packed, very full, پر. Comfortable, بچه ها میدونید دوستان هر کلمه ای تو کانتکست های مختلف ممکنه معانی مختلفی داشته باشه. packed به معنی بسته بندی شده هم هست، اینجا به معنی very full. کلن کلمات هر جایی معنی خودشونو دارن. comfortable, happy and relaxed about doing something. راحت. mobile, a telephone that you carry with you. cellphone, موبایل، گوشی همراه. tired, feeling that you need a rest. خسته. wake up, stop sleeping. Express bus, a large vehicle with a lot of seats for passengers that travels quickly between big cities without stopping. به اتوبوس بین شهری. اکسپرس به معنی سریع و سیر هم است. Mobile battery has died. There is no longer power to run a device or telephone. یعنی باتریش تمام شده. Phone box, a small booth or box, usually on a street with a telephone you can pay to use. منظورش کیوسک تلفنه. حالا امروز دیگه نیست، کسایی که همسن من باشن یا بالاتر یادشونه. موقعی که تلفن همراه نبود یه چیزایی بود، با جاهای دکه هایی بود توش داخلش تلفن میتونستی تماس بگیری، اونو بهش میگن تلفن باکس. booth یعنی کیوسک. menu, a list of the food available in a restaurant. منو. madly, in an excited way. madly یعنی هیجان زده یا دیوانوار. embarrassed, feeling shamed or stupid. embarrassed یعنی شرم زده. یه کاری انجام میدیم، مثلا چه میدونم تیپ میزنین، میریم بیرون، بعد یهو مثلا جلوی، مثلا اگه پسری جلو 4 تا دختری رو میخوری زمین، یا مثلا دختری و یه ماشین رد میشه آب میپاشه رود، این حالت رو بهش میگن embarrassment. embarrassed. حالا مثلا بگیم خجالت زده، شرمنده. It's all too much. Something is more than a person can handle or manage. یعنی خیلیه، این تحملش سخته، خیلی زیاده. ironic, surprising, often because it's the opposite of what is expected. ironic یعنی کنایه آمیزه، شوخیه، متعجب کننده است. reality sinks in. reality sinks in. expression عبارت. when you one begin to understand the truth of what is happening. reality sinks in یعنی واقعیت خودشو نشون میده. واقعیت خودشو تحمیل میکنه. crazy, out of control, unexpected. crazy یعنی بازم مثل مدلی، دیوانه وار. مثلا میگن this taxi is crazy. this party is crazy. ما تو فارسی برای چیز خاصی نداریم. شاید بگیم مثلا یه جاهایی به معنی مثبته یعنی خیلی خوبه، یه جاهای منفیه یعنی کریزی الزاما به معنی دیوانه نیست. خب بریم برای خوندن داستان، بعد بیایم روی خلاصش و پاسخ به سوالا. خب همچون که گفتم توی 100 short stories شما اسکیم و اسکن میکردین یا جیست میکردید. اینجا میخوام کامل گوش بدید، متوجه بشید، هم جنرال آیدیا رو بگیرید هم کامل بفهمیدش. Chapter 2 Spain. Our plane lands in Barcelona. My friend Armando is waiting at the airport. Hi, Daniel, he says. He gives me a big hug. Hug, آغوش بغل. I'm so happy you're here. Hi, Armando. It's great to see you, I reply. Armando looks at my sister Julia. I introduce them. معرفیشون میکنم. Armando, my friend. This is my sister Julia. Armando turns to Julia. He kisses her on each cheek. Hi, Julia. Pleased to meet you. Nice to meet you. توی اروپا، آمریکا، برعکس ایران، زن و مرد همدیگر رو میبوسن. دوتا همجنس همدیگر رو نمیبوسن. اگه دوتا همجنس همدیگر رو ببوسن دیگران فکر بد میکنن، مثل اینجا که اگه یه زن و مرد همدیگر رو بوس کنن. البته قبلا اینجوری، الان دیگه اینجوری نیست. زن و مرد اینجا همدیگر رو نمیبوسیدن، همجنسا، مردا یا زن همدیگر میبوسن. اونجا برعکسه، اونجا زن و مرد همدیگر رو میبوسن. فکر میکنم هم به نظر معقول تر باشه. My sister is very shy. She's especially shy when she meets new people. Hello, Armando, she says. Her face turns red. Her face turns red. صورتش قرمز میشه. Then she becomes quiet. Your sister is really shy, isn't she? Armando says to me, smiling. Yes, she is, but she's lovely, I say. A short while later, we head for Armando's flat. We are staying there for the term. We get a taxi. After 30 minutes, we arrive in Barcelona center. The taxi costs 41 euros and 50 cents. Armando says it's the usual rate to this section of the city. We pay for the taxi and get out. It's a short walk to Armando's flat. It's June and it's really hot, but there is a nice wind to cool us. We arrive at the flat at lunchtime. My sister and I are really hungry. Armando, I say, where can we eat? There are a couple of good restaurants in the area. What types of food do they have? One of the restaurants, La Paella Loca, has a great paella. I really recommend it. You can take the bus there. The other one has lovely fish. It's just next door. Julia, do you want to have paella? Asks my sister. Yes, I'm so hungry, she replies. Armando can't come with us. He's a teacher and he has a class. So Julia and I head for the Paella restaurant. It's a short walk to the bus station. Now, which bus goes to Paella restaurant? I asked Julia. I don't know. I don't know, she replies. Let's ask. She points to a man in a white shirt. We walk over to the man. He smiles. Hello, can I help you? Hi, how do we get to La Paella Loca restaurant? I ask. It's easy. The number 35 bus goes in that direction. It goes right to La Paella Loca. However, there is a small problem. What's that? I ask. That bus is normally packed at this time. Okay, thank you, we say. As we walk to the nearest bus stop, Julia and I talk. She's not comfortable with taking the bus. Daniel, she says, let's just eat at the fish restaurant. It's easier. I don't want to take a packed bus. I know, I begin. Then I have an idea. Wait, I'll take the bus to La Paella Loca. You go to the fish restaurant. Why? Because that way we can compare the two restaurants. Oh, good idea. Okay, enjoy. I will call your mobile later. She calls and walks off. Walks off means go. I get on the next bus and sit down. I'm very tired. I quickly go to sleep. The bus system in Barcelona is very good. I know there is nothing to worry about. I wake up a while later. The bus has stopped. There is no one else on it except for the driver. Excuse me, I say. Where are we? We have arrived in Valencia, he replies. What? Valencia? We are in Valencia? How can that be? I say. Well, this is the express bus. It goes directly from Barcelona to Valencia, he tells me. I can't believe it. I took the wrong bus, but what can I do? I thank the driver and get off the bus. Then I take out my mobile. I want to call my sister, but I can't turn it on. My battery has died. I check my watch. It's just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. My sister doesn't know where I am. She must be really worried. I have to contact her. I need a phone box. I ask a woman on the street for a phone box. There is one, she says, pointing. It's just over there. I thank her and head for the phone box. But when I get there, I realize something. Julia's phone number is in my mobile's memory. I can't turn my mobile on. I finally have a phone, but I don't have a number. Now what? I think for a while. Then I realize something. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast. I decide to find a restaurant. I can think about my problems later. I find a restaurant up the street. The waiter comes to my table. Good evening, he says happily. Good evening, I reply. What would you like? He asks slowly in Spanish. I look quickly at the menu. I'd like paella, I say in Spanish. Sorry, I didn't understand you, he answers in Spanish. I try again. My Spanish can't be that bad. I'd like Paella. I point madly at the word Paella on the menu. Then I say it again in English. Finally, the waiter then smiles and says in English, "Thanks, I'm not from here. I'm new, and my Spanish isn't that great." I start to laugh very loudly. A lot of people in the restaurant turn and look. At this point, I'm embarrassed. At this point, I'm embarrassed. I didn't need to laugh so loudly. گفتم بهتون embarrassed یعنی یه جورایی شرمنده. بلند خنده همه دارن نگاش میکنن. Embarrassed. But I don't care. It's all too much. This whole situation is just so strange. My sister and I wanted to have paella together, and now here I am eating paella, but alone in Valencia, and my sister doesn't know where I am. It's so ironic. I finish dinner and pay the bill. Then reality sinks in. What do I do now? My mobile doesn't work. There is a phone box, but I don't have my sister's number. What can I do? Then I remember I can call London. I know the number to my mom and dad's house. I go back to the phone box. I call my parents' number. It rings 4 times. Finally, my mom says, "Hello." "Hi, Mom. It's Daniel." "Daniel," she says. "How are you? How's Barcelona?" "It's good." Mom, I have a problem." "What's wrong? Has something bad happened?" "No, nothing bad, Mom. Can you call Julia, please? Tell her that I'm in Valencia. And tell her that my mobile battery has died." "In Valencia? What are you doing in Valencia?" "It's a long story, Mom. I'll tell you the details later." We say goodbye. I decide to get a hotel room. There is one available up the street. I can go back to Barcelona tomorrow. Right now, I need sleep. I pay for a night's stay in cash. I use the money from my dad. I have no credit cards with me. I go to my room. I take off my clothes and get into bed. I turn off the light and go to sleep. I'm really tired. What a crazy day. End of chapter 2. Let's go to review. خلاصش. این خلاصه داستانه. این میشه بهش گفت scheme یا gist. Getting the general idea. این general idea شه. Daniel and Julia arrive in Barcelona. Daniel's friend بذار این رو ترجمه کنم. دانیل و جولیا میرسن بارسلونا. Daniel's friend Armando meets them at the airport. دوست دانیل آرماندو اونا رو تو فرودگاه میبینه. They all go to Armando's flat. اونا میرن همگی توی آپارتمان آرماندو. Daniel and Julia are hungry. دانیل و جولیا گرسنه‌اند. Armando suggests 2 restaurants. آرماندو 2 تا رستوران پیشنهاد میده. جولیا walks to a fish restaurant. جولیا میره رستوران ماهی بخوره. Daniel takes a bus to a Paella restaurant. دانیل اتوبوس سوار میشه که بره رستوران پالا. On the bus تو اتوبوس Daniel falls asleep. دانیل خوابش میبره. He wakes up in Valencia. اون تو والنسیا خواب بیدار میشه. His phone isn't working. تلفنش کار نمیکنه. He doesn't know his sister's phone number. تلفن خواهرش رو نداره. He eats paella in a restaurant. تو رستوران پایلا میخوره. In the end, در پایان, he calls his mother. به مادرش زنگ میزنه. Then he stays at a hotel for the night. در نهایت بعدش اون برای یه شب توی هتل میخوابه. بریم comprehension questions، سوالای درک مطلب. Select one answer only for each question. بر هر کدوم یکی. Armando is an airport worker, a friend of Julia and Daniel's parents, Julia's friend, Daniel's friend. Armando is Daniel's friend. Armando دوست دانیله. In Barcelona, it's cold, hot, neither hot nor cold, یعنی نه سرد نه گرم. Hot in the mountains and cold near the Mediterranean Sea. کوهها گرمه، کنار دریای مدیترانه سرده. Hot. It's hot. They said it's very hot here. After going to Armando's flat, Julia and Daniel head for a restaurant, Armando's friend's flat, the train station, Valencia. They head for اونا رفتن به سمت restaurant. Of course, a restaurant. Daniel can't contact his sister because his mobile battery has died. He has no money. There is no phone box. He forgot his mobile. Of course, his mobile battery has died. باتری موبایلش تمام شده. Daniel spends the night in a hotel in Barcelona, on the bus, in a hotel in Valencia, and at the airport. Daniel spends the night in a hotel in Valencia. Of course, thank you very much. That was chapter 2. Please don't forget to tell me what you think. Thank you very much for being with me.